Hey everyone, welcome to today's Explainer. Today we're digging into a seriously fascinating piece of backyard botany. We're looking at some notes from a gardener named Ang, specifically their August 2026 entry from Notes on Gardening, part 976 to be exact. And what Ang zeroes in on is the totally unique hardiness of a plant you actually might know pretty well, ocimum-tenuiflorum, or as most of us call it, Holy Basil. Okay, let's dive into this. Have you ever just looked at a garden plot and wondered, wait, why does one plant absolutely thrive, looking vibrant and super healthy, while its direct neighbor just gets utterly devoured by bugs, right? It's like this fascinating little micro mystery playing out right there in the dirt. And honestly, it's exactly what sparked Ang's initial observations. So picture this, two adjacent pots sitting in the exact same environment, and a completely stark contrast emerges. On one side, you've got the regular basil, and it is just taking an absolute beating, showing major signs of heavy pest infestation. But right beside it, literally right next door, the holy basil remained completely unfazed, relatively pest-free. I mean, same sun, same water, same bugs flying around, yet a totally different outcome. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that the real story isn't the visible crime scene of chewed up leaves. To truly understand what's happening here, we have to drop right into an invisible chemical battleground. The holy basil isn't just sitting there getting lucky, It's actively defending itself using this highly sophisticated unseen shield. As it turns out, holy basil packs away a way higher concentration of specific natural deterrents than your average herb. We're looking at a powerful trifecta here, folks: eugenol, camphor, and rosmarinic-acid. These three compounds act as the plant's built-in natural defense system, literally working around the clock to fend off hungry invaders. Let's actually zero in on one of those key players for a second, eugenol. If you've ever crushed a leaf of holy basil between your fingers, you know it has this incredible, strong clove and peppery aroma. Lean into that sensory experience for a minute, because that distinct, spicy smell, it isn't just for our culinary delight. Actually, it's an active chemical weapon. While we might think it smells like the delicious bowl of pho, to insects, it's basically a giant flashing keep-away sign. It is a highly, highly effective natural insect repellent. Let's move to and see how this builds into the plant's next strategy, because it really doesn't stop at chemical warfare. Beyond just smelling bad to bugs, holy basil physically builds itself to be an absolute tank compared to its regular basil cousins. Just listen to how Ang describes the plant's structure in their notes. Quote, features woodier and thicker stems as well as a rugged growth habit. Man, I absolutely love that phrase, rugged growth habit. This plant is literally putting on physical armor. Those thicker, woodier stems make it incredibly physically resilient. It's just straight up harder for tiny little pest jaws to chew through that rugged, bark-like exterior, especially when you compare it to the soft, tender green stems of regular basil. So the crucial point is, because this plant survives and thrives so efficiently against pests, it multiplies beautifully, and that leaves the gardener with a really great problem to have: a massive bounty of surviving seedlings. So, what exactly do you do with all of them? Well, with all these thriving seedlings, it is time to expand the empire. Ang's game plan is super straightforward. First, evaluate the strongest survivors, and then transplant them into individual pots. But, and this is key, the secret weapon here is the soil. Ang specifically prepares a more sandy potting mix to give these rugged plants the exact perfect drainage they need to just keep winning. It's truly amazing just how much drama and survival tactics are happening in a simple garden pot. From chemical warfare disguised as a peppery scent to the physical armor of thick, woody stems, holy basil really is a botanical masterclass in resilience, which honestly leaves you wondering. The next time you see a perfectly untouched leaf in a garden full of hungry bugs, what other invisible chemical and physical defenses are secretly thriving, completely unnoticed, right in your own backyard?